Hello and welcome to the Path of Least Resistance. Today we're going to be doing a run, probably against the 6.5 star Fiddlesticks adventure, using Spirit Blossom Teemo. I got him to, it says 5 stars, don't know what I'm missing. Pilfered plans, so I don't have this. I think this is the 4 star, and then I'm also missing the mana gem because I can't afford it. Probably would have picked it up if I could, but you know how that economy be. It's not very good, not very friendly. And for relics, we are using Harmless Scarecrow, which is Fiddlesticks' relic, Hextech Rifle, which is Caitlin's relic, and Mischiefmaker's Flute, which is Spirit Blossom Teemo's relic. Don't know how this will go, but I've heard it's very good. And Teemo intrigues me for his 6 star, so I wanted to see how it goes. I've always wanted to see how it goes. Not sure what is correct. I think I could still use a mana gem because I'm missing one, and here we go. I suspect I shouldn't have problems. So the reasoning behind Caitlin's relic is you plant a bunch of traps up front. The idea behind Harmless Scarecrow is that you get more Terrify triggers when you play 3 cost things, and Mischiefmakers is of course the signature relic, so presumably it is great. So we stole some of their cards, we're going to be playing those cards as well. And then we're going to go and attack here. We have added 15 puffcaps. Should they ever draw 5 puffcaps, they'll terrify a card. I guess we entrapment? Really not sure exactly what the correct thing to do is here. I just bought his stuff, so. We're gonna entrapment again. Then we're gonna attack. We're up to 49 puff caps. And they drew 5, so they'll draw another card now. That one only had 4, unfortunately. But now that Teemo is leveled, we should see more things happening. So we can Terrify with the Scarecrow there. They draw 13 puff caps. 15 on that one. So far so good. Not convinced I'm playing it correctly yet, but we'll see. Mirror Image is probably good. Maybe you should have gone standalone because it costs 3, but I'm not fully sure what I'm doing yet, so I'm gonna take Gwen's kit because they'll cost more than 3. I'll go through Vicious Mockery, which might actually be harder than the other side if we lose Teemo, but we'll see. It's a learning experience. They always pass the first move so they can drop a card. So we're gonna get 2 Gloom when we're summoned. That's okay, we have 3 hit points. Although we'll probably get Gloomed again immediately. Teemo's probably dead here. Yep. My assumption is that you want to play your champions early because you have the star that gives them horrific visage, which means that we could potentially pick them up from here. Although I think maybe if you pick them up as a nightmare, they just go into your hand. That's what happens with Fiddlesticks, so it seems like it would be correct.
What a joy!
And all the damage we're doing is turning into puffcaps. And let's make them draw cards. Feels like I can play their entire deck, which is nice. They have 6 cards left. So the less cards they have, the more damage puffcaps will do. I've always had this feeling that I actually don't know what Spirit Blossom Teemo does, and that hasn't changed. I still feel like I have no idea what's happening, but it seems to be working, so I guess I'm happy about it. Get rid of Shadow Swindler, probably our worst card right now. Especially since we start with 3 mana, so we don't need early blockers, we can use stronger units for blockers. We drop Teemo, he's going to get hit with the list. So we'll drop the Sharkling first. And then we can drop Teemo. And we attack. Second Teemo would have been nice to have, but doesn't seem like that's the thing that's happening for us. I'm gonna take an enormous amount of damage here. That is gonna have to be okay. I feel like terrified cards don't count as drawn cards. And I feel like my voice is going, Jesus. That's pretty good. And just cast spells to put more things into their deck. Maybe get an extra Spirit Blossom Teemo here. You're dying, which isn't good. Maybe it's also fine. Little bit unfortunate that we're winning here. Feels like it still takes him a long time to level up. Weren't able to attack with one to get some life back, but it's fine, we can heal at the healer. Savage Shield to do more damage, and we will purchase healing. This is very expensive because I have 66 Nexus health. This is a ridiculous number. Deep Shroom Explosion might save my life. think I'd also like to try this with Wicked Harvest instead of Harmless Scarecrow. I think that might be fun. I'm gonna play Necrotic here just so I have blockers for next round. I also just love Necrotic Arachnoid. I think it's a fun card. Block here, drop a Skitter. Don't get to choose our block here. Just save us a little bit more damage. And we'll drop Teemo. And we can drop another Arachnoid. And we can get Gwen down as well. Stolen Arachnoid Host, so we can do that. I think I'm fine attacking with everything. Wait for the attack. Could lose this Teemo here. Doesn't really hurt us that much. You can just put a new one down. And we play their spider. $108 puffcaps. I'm gonna play a bunch of house spiders here just to add the puffcaps. Yes, a bunch was only 2. I don't super understand what's happening. It doesn't matter too much, it's fine. But I can definitely say that I don't really understand. Pale Death versus Survive the Night is always an interesting equation, but considering that we can't do damage to the enemy nexus, I feel like Pale Death is probably easier, but I could be wrong. Can't crumble because we don't have a unit. Could get Gwen down, or play the Strike Up the Band. Could yoink something. Fade Icon seems pretty good. And then we can crumble here. Probably yoink their Ruination. Be bad if they played that. Got a block, this isn't that bad. There might not be a lot of point in getting units down here, because we're probably going to Ruination next round. And we'll stress defense. Get Gwen down. Play a unit. Kill the unit. By reducing the amount of units they have available to them, they have less things that they can crumble. That's kind of my thought process here. Ruination again. Then I'm going to play our Achiever. Can't do anything about that. We did cycle them through a couple of cards. And let's crumble the Ether Fiend. And as always, it's good to draw your champions. If you don't, you end up in a situation like this, where you're trying very, very hard to play the game. And we hit the tipping point. I think Wicked Harvest just has to be better than Harmless Scarecrow, considering what the play pattern is. Hollowed will synergize with Gwen. I don't know if we survive Sickening Plunge. We don't have that many hit points. Probably depends on whether we draw our champion or not. We draw both our champions, which is great. I'm gonna start with Teemo. And we'll Divine Draft. Want to play for safety here. And we will yoink their Divine Draft. Play a bird. Play another bird. Teemo leveling this early is great. Play their own harsh winds. And we'll sleight of hand. Gonna play entrapment, otherwise we lose our Teemo. Realistically, at some point I should have played that Gwen. But it looks like we've hit the tipping point. This makes no sense. It's fun, but it doesn't make any sense. Take Grandma. If we can make them draw more cards, I think that's probably positive for us. And we'll take Most Wanted for the same reason. At the shop. Get more mana gems. Cost reduction on Most Wanted is interesting, but I don't think necessary. And we'll heal to full here. Probably not that hard to get decked out, because we're going to be creating so many cards, but hopefully they'll die before that happens. I'm just going to pass here, let them play a card. Could be something like Crowstorm, which would kill Teemo. We do not want to happen. Did steal their Crowstorm, but unfortunately we can't afford to play it. That would be really good though. I should have played the Puffcap Pup and attacked with him. Even though he would have died, I think it still would have been overall good. Lose our Teemo there, not super surprising. Up Grandma here. And we'll block here, and we'll block here. We can reap. Two enemies gloom. And grant an enemy 2 gloom. I think I'm basically out of cards in my deck, so that's not great. There are no spells in my deck. Actually, that guy only does that in Fiddlesticks deck, never mind. Play Grandma. Which gave us a Vengeance, which is nice. Only have 9 cards left, so we have to be a little bit careful here. Can attack with this because it's elusive. And then I think we attack with anything with 5 power. New Fiddlesticks, of course. And we'll make them draw cards. I don't think we quite tipping pointed them enough there, so we're probably dead. I shouldn't have drawn a card. Oh, we made them draw a card somehow. Oh, because of Terrify. And we will Red Harvester here. Vengeance. Basically just gonna play every card. Probably not Grotesque Gift because it'll draw. I think we might be running out of cards regardless. I think I drew more than 8 cards. Yeah, totally did. But we win anyway because they drew 56 buff caps. That's probably the hardest adventure in the game, and it wasn't really that hard. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is strong. Still think I'd rather switch off Fiddlesticks Relic or Wicked Harvest. I think that would add a bunch of damage with the puffcap proliferation rune, which is puffcap proliferation. You know, if it like told you what it did when you damage the enemy nexus. Plant that many poison puffcaps in the enemy deck. So I think that with, I guess Wicked Harvest doesn't do anything with that. It would work with Mischiefmaker's Flute though, where when I deal damage, plant that many puffcaps into the deck. So I'm gonna play with that in a little bit for myself because it's fun, and I'm gonna see how that goes. But that is all for me for now. We'll show it off. I actually don't want to win Spirit Blossom Champion Adventures because I want to save the rewards for later. I think you're still looking for Spellburn's probably fine. But a mana gem if you don't have the 4-star. Mana gem, which I do not. Or 5-star, I guess. Because we're gonna have to wait around to play Teemo. Though, potentially that's better anyway. Considering. They'll give him a chance to play more units, which you can then kill with your Wicked Harvest. Don't want to block here. Play Doom Beast. think getting them to draw is maybe an issue. And I assume at this point we should probably be nearing that point of no return. Kind of felt about the same.
Make the darkness your home.
Yeah, if you can't make them draw, I don't know. It's better. Wicked Harvest gets more puffcaps. Harmless Scarecrow gets through more cards. I think overall that's kind of the same. So, either way, pick what you want to do, and seems fine. Mobs seem dead. Nexus dies pretty shortly after. That's 7-star Spirit Blossom Teemo, except only 5 stars. And that is all for me. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.